Hello, thank you for watching Razzle. This is Ryan here, and today I'm reviewing Steven Spielberg's newest film, Bridge of Spies. Bridge of Spies is directed by Steven Spielberg, and it stars Tom Hanks and Mark Rylance. Bridge of Spies on paper looks like it's really gonna be oh man, this is gonna be Oscar season. Like, even the Coen brothers were on writing it. They were co-wrote it. Along with others. The film looks like it's gonna be this huge, it's gonna be all over the Oscars. But I'm gonna explain to you why I don't totally feel that way. I don't think it's to that caliber, and that's kind of surprising considering who's on board for it. First of all, I'm going to start talking about the positives. First of all, the direction, I mean, as a surprise, not really much of a surprise, is very good. I thought Steven Spielberg had a really good, solid direction. I really liked I like how he focuses on the relationship between Tom Hanks' character and Mark Rylance's character. That relationship, I think, is what really holds the film together. I also like how he showcases the problems, the kind of troubles, and it really, you kind of see what Tom Hanks' character has to go through. I think he did a very good job showcasing that and showing the consequences of what he has to do. I think that was very well done. Also, the acting was really, really good. I thought Tom Hanks, he was really good. I don't think he was outstanding, and I know that's probably going to come as much of a surprise, and I think a lot of people are saying he was outstanding. I think he was really good, but he never really had to go outside of his comfort zone in the film. I really want to see Tom Hanks do something really outside. I wanted to see him do something outside of the box. I want to see him do a really challenging performance. I'm not saying this role wasn't challenging. I'm just saying I want to see him do something really. I want to really see what he has in store. I want to see another Forrest Gump performance. I want to see him really go outside the box. But other than that, I think he was really good in the film. I just don't think he was exceptional. I don't think he's going to get a nomination. I don't think he deserves a nomination. Mark Rylance is, in my opinion, the standout actor / his character is the standout of the film. He plays the Soviet spy. I think he was I liked his character a lot, and I think he was handled really well. I didn't think his character was going to be as prevalent as it was, but he really was, and I think his character was probably the best character, and his relationship with Tom Hanks' character was really what made the film, was really the best part of the film, in my opinion. So, honestly, it's just a really solid movie, but it's not an exceptional movie, and I'm going to explain to you here with my negatives as to why. While watching the film, I never really felt the tension building like I felt like it should have. As I was watching and sitting down with the film, things were kind of happening and things were building up, and I knew that it was building up, and it felt like it was getting there, and there were certain elements where I kind of did feel a little bit of tension, but overall, I didn't really feel much tension as I was watching. I felt what I mean by that is the film felt pretty predictable as to where it was going to go. It's kind of how everything turned out was really expected how it was. There's something kind of happens towards the end where you're kind of waiting and you're trying to see. I think it's supposed to be edge of your seat, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It seems like it's a standoff or something, but I never felt unsafe during that scene. It never really felt. I just felt like it was dragging on a little bit. I never felt the tension, and unfortunately, I think and it's really hard to explain why. I think it's probably because of a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is I think it's because it's based on the true story, and I know that's hard to fault a film for that, but I think it really takes away from it because of this I already have expectations that I think that are going to happen. Even though I didn't know the total story by myself, I still pretty much, I hate to say it, but pretty much what you expect is going to happen in the movie happens in the movie. It's nothing's really all that surprising. Also, like I said, the performances weren't, the characters weren't all that spectacular. The only two I thought really good characters were, and I don't even think Tom Hanks' character was really totally good, but I thought he was a solid character, but I think really the only real two characters that really I felt any connection to were Tom Hanks' characters and the Soviet spy and the lawyer. Their relationship I thought was really the best character / relationship in the film. Other than that, I didn't really feel any other relationships. I didn't think they did a particularly great job of connecting a lot of different characters in this film. I know it's more of a contained story, because this is, like I said, I was going to say earlier, it's a very simple film. This film doesn't really go too far outside the box. It stays to a simple, contained story, which is fine, but unfortunately, I think it holds it back and makes it feel a little too contained, and I think also it makes it, since it drops in scale, I think it makes it less spectacular. Another thing, I thought the film was a little too long. It's about almost 2.5 hours. I think it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I feel like the film, it could have been, you easily, I think, could have cut about 20 minutes of the film. I think there was a lot of scenes where I felt like it was dragging. I know it feels like when you're watching, there's not a total lot of wasted time, but it's just, the movie feels like it's moving at a pretty decent pace, but at the same time it feels like it's dragging. Like it's kind of a strange combo. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think honestly it's just, you know, drags a little bit. It's a little too long. I think it's about 20 minutes too long for how complicated the story is, because the story's not all that complicated. I honestly think, you know, it could have been 20 minutes shorter. So overall, I'm going to be giving Steven Spielberg's Bridge of Spies a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I know. I thought it was a good movie. I didn't think it was a great movie, so I think that's a fair grade for it. I think it's something that you could enjoy. I honestly wouldn't recommend going to the theaters for. I think you could just rent it on Redbox and you'll be fine. But if it's something you're really interested in, something you really like, that Cold War thriller, like courtroom drama, then then you can go see it. But honestly, I don't think it's overly spectacular that you should really spend the money to go see it. I think you should hold off and wait for some of the other movies that are coming out really soon. Alright guys, thank you very much. This has been Ryan Havens here with Razzle, and I just reviewed Bridge of Spies. Alan just put out a review of Pan. You can go check that out. We have a lot of other reviews coming out in the future. I know there's a lot of movies coming out soon, so we're going to be hitting on a lot of reviews, and we're going to try to get some other content out too. This has been it's really exciting right now. We have a lot going on. Thank you guys very much, and have a great day.